Is it? I looked at it. I haven't actually thought about it yet. Is the stream up?
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo. 56, Ricky Rick, check. Check it out, Rick. Slick, X3. 218, chopper. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
56, check 56. Hey, Wahoo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Cochran. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, team 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
11 more on that one, and another first down. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
56, check 56. Hey, you drop horses.
Operating from the gun, Cochran. And the Colts are in for the touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Goff. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw. And got him in. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it. From the red zone now, Goff. And it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. On 1st and 10, Cochran. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
30 base. Someone west.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. From the gun, Cochran. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Now. Here we go. 56 to Mike. Hey, exit. And we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Cochran. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
56. Jumper. Hey, switch gears. Bravo.
Operating from the gun. Cochran. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Yo, go, go. Stick is the mic. All day, dog. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here we go.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And then going deep for Hill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Fights off the defender.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, go. 56. Mike, 56. Right go. 56. Here I come. Mike. Who draw Corker? Mike, 56. They gonna need some therapy after this. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Down. 50, plant. Check 56. Any weapon. 26, check 26. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Here we go, here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 56. Here we go, here we go. 56. Mike, ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Cochran eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 56 to Mock, 56. Check, 56. 56 again.
From the gun, Cochran. Over the middle, complete. That's Howell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Yeah. Mike, 56.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to go down again.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Cochran. Campbell making the catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Check 56. Quit talking about it and bring it. 5. Christian Travis. Snap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cochran. He's got his man. That's Hardman. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Team 6.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd and 2. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Mike's 56. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you look at me, zipper?
On 3rd and 2, Cochran. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Recon, 132-5, 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun. Cochran, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
20!
Goff on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. On the stop was Aaron Donald. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Cochran. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Goff. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Britton, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.